Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Tanini's channel. Well, I just came back from a hitting session with this new Head Gravity MP 2023. I can tell that many of you guys are waiting for this because of all the comments I got after I playtest the Head Gravity Tour and the Pro. And it seems like the Gravity MP Oxatic gets a lot of positive feedback from the tennis community. So I want to put it to the test to see if it is as good as many people say it is. Actually, the spec of the racket, static weight 295 grams is too light for me. I prefer like 305 grams. I plan on customizing it. You can see that I add some lead tape here and here, and also I add some weight in the handle as well. But somebody tell me that I should play with the stock form before customizing it. So in this video, it's gonna be me playing with this rackets on the stock form to see how it feels. I will play with this racket again tomorrow with all this customization, and I will upload the video again for the update. I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, let's see the spec after I got it strung. The weight comes at 318 gram and the swing weight comes at only 315 point. They are very under my preference of 330 gram and 325 swing weight. The balance is around 33.3 centimeters, I would say. A 3-point headlight, I believe, a bit too head heavy for me because I like 6-point headlight. Okay, starting from the baseline, my first impression was like, this racket is so fine. Although it's a bit too light for me, it can generate a decent amount of power, and I can feel that it has a pretty good control as well. Compared to previous generation, the Graphene 360 Plus, I can say that this new version is definitely an upgrade, especially on feel and stability departments. I played with the previous generation just briefly and I didn't like it because the racket face feels way unstable. So I put it down after like just 15 minutes of baseline hitting. My forehand feels great, pretty easy to hit with. Spin was just okay, better than the Gravity Tour and the Pro. Launch angle, medium to low. My backhand is above average, better than using mostly other rackets, but it still doesn't hit as great as on the Gravity Pro. Probably because it doesn't have enough mass to send through the shot. The feel of the racket is plush and very comfortable. I can feel the racket flex and pocket the ball just right. And I feel like it flexes uniformly across the hoop. Unlike the Speed MP that I can feel the flex mostly at the throat area. And I prefer this uniform flex feel more than the throat flex because I think it's more connected to the shot, to be honest. The Gravity MP really feels good when holding it, probably because of the thin beam, especially when you hold the throat of the racket with your left hand. The racket is very maneuverable and cut through the air fast, not very sluggish like most 100 square inches rackets. The power of the racket, I think it's not giving that much free power for the 100 square inches, but you can access it with the right swing path. However, I cannot generate the same pace I normally do, but it's understandable because the swing rate is kinda low. I feel like I strike the ball just fine. The ball goes with decent speed and power, but it's just not heavy. I don't feel the penetration I used to get from the racket, let's say the Blade 98. The racket still has a bit of the inconsistency you could find on a 100 square inches racket, like once in a while the ball just flies out for whatever reason, even though you feel like you hit it exactly like the previous balls. The stability, although I said it's better than previous version, well, I still consider it as a not very stable racket, especially when playing at 4.5 level and above. You can see in the video that on some shots, especially on my forehand, when I try to spin it, the racket face kind of flip after the contact point. I think my Blade 98 and my other rackets in the back, the Whiteout 1820, the Pro Staff, the T-Fight, etc., all are more stable than this one. The spin, I would say just average. I can get some top spin, yes, but I don't feel like it's giving me anything extra. And comparing with the power it gives, I think the top spin is less noticeable. And I often find myself hitting long when I want to increase the angle because it doesn't bite the ball enough to make it dip in the baseline. On the control, well, pretty good for this weight class. The directional control is great, probably giving a bit too much angle when aiming for the line, but I can sense the precision feeling that the Gravity Pro has. So I'm fine with it. The dead control though, not so much. A bit too much power when swing out and not enough topspin to control it. The flat serve is above average, decent power, not the best but okay. I struggle with the second serve more when generating slice and spin. It doesn't come as expected. But on the service return, yeah, not so good. Again, it's unstable and hard to control. Unlike the Gravity Pro that I can just, punch it back with short backswing and get good depth. I don't feel very confident on this one. I think it gives me extra on some shots and under on some shots. The result is not very dependable. Another thing I don't like is the backhand slice. The ball just float and fly out every single time, and I can feel the racket face kind of wobbly like a noodle when hitting slice. It's like 20% compared to the Gravity Pro. Up at the net, the racket is very maneuverable and good at punching the ball, blocking the ball. I like it. The solid feel gives me confidence and good touch. Okay, to sum up, the Gravity MP is a fine racket with lightweight. You can do everything just fine, decent power, just okay spin, very good control, easy to hit backhand with, large sweet spot. So who this racket is for? Well, I think players at 3.5 and above can play with it effectively, but for higher level, I think the Gravity MP really needs customization. I hope adding LED at 3 and 9 would help with increasing the swing weight and stability at contact point. Also, I want it to be a bit more headlight so I can access better control on my ground strokes. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tennis content. And stay tuned for the next upload. You already know what it's gonna be about. The customize of the head gravity MP. Well, stay tuned. Thank you for watching and see you.